In one of the most significant political shifts in recent Japanese history, the Liberal Democratic Party's landslide victory has ushered in a new era under the leadership of Sanae Takaichi, the nation's first female prime minister. This development not only represents a monumental leap in Japan's political landscape, but also heralds potential transformations in both domestic policies and international relations. As such, it provides a fascinating study in the interplay between politics, economics, and global strategy. To understand the underpinnings of this election outcome, we must appreciate the context in which it occurred. Japan, the world's third largest economy, has long struggled with issues such as deflation, an aging population, and geopolitical tensions with neighboring countries like China and North Korea. These persistent challenges have engendered a sense of fatigue among the Japanese electorate, who have been yearning for change and revitalization. Takaichi, with her conservative platform focusing on economic rejuvenation, national security, and strengthening alliances, particularly with the United States, struck a chord with voters seeking stability and progress. Her victory has been met with positive reactions in financial markets, underscoring the potential economic impacts of her leadership. The Nikkei index surged, reflecting investor optimism about her pro-business policies, which are expected to include tax cuts and deregulation. This financial buoyancy is not just a local phenomenon. It reverberates through global markets, given Japan's substantial role in international financial flows. The yen's modest gains in early trading further signal confidence, albeit tempered by the complexities of Japan's fiscal landscape, where public debt remains a concern. At over 250% of GDP, managing this debt while pursuing fiscal expansion will be a delicate balancing act for Takaichi's administration. The geopolitical ramifications of Takaichi's ascent are equally compelling. Her staunch nationalist stance and advocacy for remilitarization align with Japan's increasing need to address regional security challenges. Recent provocations, such as China's assertiveness in the East China Sea and North Korea's missile tests, have underscored the necessity for a more formidable military posture. Takaichi's intent to bolster ties with the United States could pave the way for enhanced trilateral security cooperation with South Korea, aimed at countering authoritarian influences and stabilizing vital trade routes. However, this approach is not without risks. Her rhetoric on Taiwan and the Senkaku Islands could exacerbate tensions with Beijing, potentially leading to economic reprisals such as export restrictions on critical minerals. Domestically, Takaichi's premiership represents a watershed moment in gender politics. As the first female leader in a traditionally male-dominated political environment, she has the potential to advocate for reforms in gender equality and workforce participation. These reforms are crucial in addressing demographic decline and invigorating Japan's workforce. Nonetheless, her hardline views on immigration and cultural preservation may polarize opinions, challenging the mandate's longevity and effectiveness. Internationally, Takaichi's leadership coincides with a period of global uncertainty, marked by shifting U.S. policies and instability in Europe. Her commitment to forging stronger alliances positions Japan as a pivotal player in democratic networks. This role could be instrumental in navigating the complexities of international diplomacy and trade, particularly in an era where global supply chains and geopolitical alliances are in flux. While the focus is primarily on Takaichi's vision for economic growth and security, the broader implications of her tenure extend beyond Japan's shores. Her pro-growth agenda could spur innovation in key sectors like semiconductors and renewable energy, offering relief to global tech supply chains strained by ongoing U.S.-China tensions. For policymakers and investors, Japan's pivot from a more passive economic role to an assertive international participant signals a shift with wide-reaching consequences. This could influence everything from currency markets to alliance structures as the world grapples with an increasingly volatile international environment. In conclusion, Sanae Takaichi's victory as Japan's first female prime minister is not merely a milestone in national history. It is a catalyst for potential transformation across multiple spheres of influence. Her administration will need to deftly navigate the challenges of economic revitalization, regional security, and social reform. The success of her tenure will likely depend on her ability to balance these domestic and international imperatives, setting a course for Japan that could redefine its role on the world stage. As we continue to observe these developments, it becomes clear that Japan's future, under Takaichi's leadership, is poised to be as complex as it is promising.